What's up, people of the world? It's your girl, Lala.
And your boy, Siobhan.
And you are listening to
Talk That Shit.
With the Melvins.
Hey, really? Really?
I do it every time.
I know, but that's crazy. You got to stop doing that.
Your mama's crazy.
Yep. Your mama's crazy.
Yeah,
and we are here back live again, for you people out there. It's been, I know you guys are probably quarantined like us, and we are loving it. The only thing I don't love is not being able to get them damn milk. That's killing me. Milk and eggs. Like, I don't know that many people that's going to make that many egg sandwiches.
Egg sandwiches.
Or even some potato salad.
I don't think a lot of people eat egg sandwiches.
Potato salad. Or, really?
Sorry. I forgot.
Should we start it over?
We don't have to start it over?
Yeah, but you tripping right now.
Who cares? Just look, real and raw, okay?
Real and raw. So, you know what I mean? I wonder how you guys are actually doing out there in this quarantine time.
I don't wonder.
Why? Why don't you wonder?
Why don't I wonder how people are doing?
Yeah, like if everybody's like, living their life like it's golden, chilling.
Nobody likes being stuck in their homes, dude. I know how they feel. I'm not wondering. Nobody wants to be home like this.
Some people are loving it.
No. They love the fact that they don't have to go to work. That don't mean they want to be in the house.
You might be. Yeah. So would you rather go to work or would you rather just be in the house just chilling?
Me personally, I'm gonna die.
I sense a lot of negativity coming off.
Since these balls, nigga.
Don't like you at all. I really don't like you at all. I just don't. I don't even know what to say to you anymore. I don't know who you are.
You know who I am. I've been this way for the last how many years we've been together?
Seems like forever.
That's because it has been forever.
Seems like it forever.
Please stop singing.
But it's okay for you to sing all
because I got a great voice.
No, you don't. You sound like I need a fake.
Sound like Tony Braxton.
Tony Braxton.
Tony Braxton.
So what we talking about today?
We talking about.
Did you forget?
No, I didn't forget. Both subjects are very good subjects, but I kind of want to talk about fake people.
Fake happiness. I knew it. Okay.
Fake happy people.
Why do you want to talk about fake happy people?
Because it's a lot of it going around.
You think so?
Oh, for sure. For sure.
Well, first of all, before you even start talking about it, what is your definition of being a fake?
So what I mean by fake happy people is people. Okay, so let's say you have something amazing happening in your life, or something that's coming up that's amazing that's happening in your life, and you go and you tell your best friend, right?
Yes.
And your best friend's like, "Oh my God,
I hope they're not like that.
I'm so excited for you."
I hope they
right?
don't. I hope they don't say it like that.
And they got like this happy vibe for you, right?
Yeah.
But then you find out that they
whoa.
Then you find out that they low key been like hating,
faking. Oh no.
Yeah.
Side hating.
Yeah.
So that's
like yeah. So it's like, oh, I'm happy for you when you tell me and when I'm in your face, but behind your back, I'm like low key, high key hating. Like that bitch don't deserve that.
There's a lot of that goes around though.
Yeah, there's a lot of it going around right now.
You think so?
Yes.
Woo-wee. Woo.
Why does kid keep sending me these pictures?
I don't know, man.
Okay.
He's excited. We bought the big Jenga, and we're about to get it on. I'm about to kick y'all butts. And some big Jenga.
You can't even kick our butts at the regular Jenga.
You crazy. I always win. Always. Let's not get off the subject. We talking about you.
Yeah, because you fake happy right now. No, I'm just playing.
I'm not fake happy.
Why do I sound so loud? Okay. So I'm just trying to figure out what the purpose is.
The purpose of fake happiness?
Yeah, like why do people feel the need to, like, if you're not happy for me, just say you're not happy.
I mean, it's harder to say I'm not happy to you because I'm gonna come off like a hater if I'm not.
I mean, you come off like a hater either way, because if I find out that you were talking shit behind my back,
yeah, but
at least I could respect you telling me to my face, like, bitch, you don't deserve that.
Yeah,
shit.
but it's a 50-50 chance that you won't find out because
no, it's not.
It is a 50-50
Not
chance.
if it's your best friend or a family member. You're gonna find out. You know why? Because people run their mouths all the time.
That is true, but it's more blatant wrong to be like, oh, I don't care about what you're doing. I don't care about how happy you are about a situation, and I don't care about what you're doing. You know, it's less. How can you say it? It's less of an effort to put that effort into hate on you than to do it behind your back because they want to feel as though it's other people.
You aren't making any sense.
You keep saying I don't make any sense. What I'm trying to say is the fact
you just talked yourself in a whole circle.
No, what I'm trying to say is the fact that if somebody hates on you in front of your face, they're like, oh, I don't care about that. It's more of the fact of them wanting to know who else agrees with them for not liking what you're doing.
What if it's nobody around but y'all two? So what are you talking about?
What do you mean what I'm talking about?
Where are you talking about?
Because a whole bunch of people cannot be happy for you for what you're doing. Because they're not in that situation of doing it.
Okay, but what does that have to do if me and my best friend are together and I tell her some exciting news to me?
Yes.
And she says, "Okay, bitch, I don't care." Or so fucking what?
It's still rude. It's still a rude thing to do.
It doesn't matter though, is what I'm saying, because either way it's rude, it's mean, it's whatever.
Yeah.
But I can respect it more if you show me the hate up front rather than you go behind my back and you got me thinking like, oh my gosh, she's so happy for me.
Yeah, but I believe you're just saying that. I believe you're just saying it because if somebody hates,
I respect somebody that's gonna sit up and talk shit about me to my face more than I would respect somebody that talks shit about me behind my back. It's the same concept.
Yeah, but just because I'm hating on you and I don't agree or I don't like what your accomplishments is doesn't mean that I'm talking shit about you. That just means that I just don't like what you're doing and I don't care enough to do what you.
No, it's not that you don't like what I'm doing. It's the fact that you're not doing it.
No, it doesn't have to do with that because even if I don't like what you're doing doesn't mean that I want to do what you're doing.
So why you hating then? What don't you like about what I'm doing if you don't have no interest in what I'm doing? If I'm being successful, if I'm out here and I'm getting checks, and you don't want checks, bitch, you have no reason but to be happy for me because that's what I want to do. As my best friend, you're supposed to support everything that I want to do. As my best friend. Yeah. Now, if you aren't my best friend, whatever. But as my best friend, you're supposed to support everything that I do. And if that's not something that you want to do, you should still be on the sideline cheering me on.
Yeah, I get you with that, but there's a lot of people that don't. I'm not, in my opinion, there is a lot of people that just be mad because they're not doing something.
I know. That's what we talking about. Fake happy people. They mad because they not doing what you're doing or because they don't have that same level of success that you have. And so in your face, they're like, oh my God, bitch, girl. And then behind your back, they're like, that bitch, this nigga. That's how people end up getting robbed. Do you know how many, or not robbed, killed?
Yeah.
You know how many, like, men get set up, like, on a regular basis by their own homie, like they best friend, supposed to be? That shit happens a lot.
But is that hate or is that just, I want to rob them?
It's hate. Because, okay.
So,
scenario.
Go ahead.
Right? You and Desmond, y'all been friends for, like, 15, 16, 17 years almost. 20 years almost, right?
Yeah, I guess.
Y'all was friends before we met. We've been together 10 years.
Okay, yeah.
Y'all was friends at least 4 or 5 years before. So 15, 16 years.
Yeah.
Okay. And.
Damn. I'm getting old.
And let's just say Steve Harvey calls and he's like, oh, I want you guys on my show.
Mm-hmm.
And so you call Desmond like, dude, guess what just happened? Right? And Desmond's like, oh, that's what's up. And then later on, you find out that what's Shaq? I don't know. I can't remember. The other roommates.
Shakia.
You find out that he's telling Shaq that what they do ain't shit and fuck them, and I know where this nigga live. We about to go get all his shit. They ain't gonna be able to do nothing.
That's hating.
That's hate.
That's full blown hating to me. That's full
That's
blown
hate. And then shit like that happens, and then you end up getting killed because they run up in your house, or whoever's at home. If somebody's at home, somebody end up getting killed. That's the type of shit that happens. Or drug deals, people get set up like that. Oh, your homie took you to this dude, and then somehow he disappeared. He went to the bathroom, and then you end up dead. I've watched enough First 48 to know.
I watched a couple movies that exactly
like
what
it happens.
Yeah.
You know, we supposed to be at a party together, and then you just, oh, okay, I'm about to go to the bathroom. I'll be right back.
Mm-hmm.
I get killed, and then you come back. That's not a coincidence.
Why,
you set that shit up.
But is it in human nature to? Is that just a attribute to humans that the first thing they think about is hating, or is there an underlying?
No, because everybody doesn't hate. I believe there are more people. I ain't gonna say that. I believe that there are a lot of people that genuinely be happy for other people, whether they know them or don't know them.
Mm-hmm.
And then, you got that other group of a lot of people that are so bitter and so miserable within their own life that they don't have no other feeling or emotion behind themselves other than to hate.
Okay, so do you think it's because they haven't made it first? And so if the tables was turned
okay, go ahead. I'm sorry.
You totally what?
Go ahead.
Oh,
go ahead.
If the tables was turned and the person that you think would hate on you the most actually made it first and then you made it, do you think that they would hate on you?
Wait, say that again?
So say you have this one friend, and that friend always hates, but that friend is actually made it or was successful before you, and then you made it. Do you still think that they would still hate?
Yes.
Really?
Yes, there are people that do that. There are people. Okay, so here's the thing, right? I believe in doing the work yourself.
Mm-hmm.
And when you are completely out of resources,
mm-hmm.
if you want to go to somebody who is successful in the same business or successful in the same way that you want to be in their marriage or in their relationship with their kids, whatever the case may be, you go to that person and they say to you, and you say to them, listen, I've researched and I've researched and I've researched, and I just don't know what the next step is.
Mm-hmm.
Can you help me figure it out, or can you explain to me what you did, or can you show me what you did, or do you have any connections? I would reach out to them. I don't even need you to reach out. I just need a number.
Yeah.
And it don't even have to be a direct contact. It can be like a fucking secretary or some shit.
Mm-hmm.
I just need to make the phone call because I don't know what the next step is. You have people who are in the position to help you
and won't.
Because they don't want you to get to where they're at. There are people like that.
Do you? I don't want to say that. Do you think that's a culture thing? A cultural thing? Ooh, because I got...
Yes and no.
Okay, so I want to hear your no.
Yes and no, because in the work that you do,
yes,
there have been plenty of white men that... I won't say that they didn't help you,
mm-hmm.
but they did off the bat judge you and stereotype you
mm-hmm.
to the point of sabotage or trying to sabotage you.
Yes.
Like
sabotage.
Like you did this right, or you know how this is supposed to go, but then they try to like make it seem like you don't know what the fuck you're doing, and really they don't know what they're doing.
Mm-hmm.
But as far as like the helping aspect, you've always had more help from the opposite race rather than your own race.
To be totally honest, I think hate is in a black man's blood.
That's sad.
Hardcore.
That's sad.
Out of my profession, anybody that was all 100% black and wasn't either on the same playing field or wasn't on the same level as me has hated full blown hate it. There's
That's
been
so
times where I
sad.
walked into a production and I walk in and I'm dressed like everybody else, and they pull me over to the side like, oh, we gonna do this today, we gonna do this, we gonna do that, and it's everything, and they don't realize I'm the boss.
Right.
And it's like, oh, you the boss? It's like, how'd you become the boss? And then it becomes, why are you the boss?
And it's like, instead of just saying, oh, okay, well, what we doing
what are we
today?
doing today?
It's like, well, why are you the boss?
Yeah,
Well, bitch, why
yeah.
aren't you the boss is the question.
And I feel as though a lot of other races has helped me in my industry more than my race. Far as, and I'm not saying, I'm just saying as far as connections, information, education, just picking my brain, just making sure that I'm going to do the best job I can, or even become better than what I am because of the obstacles that they thrown at me. I feel as though it's always was the other race. And when I was on the same playing field with my race, it was always, hey,
It was always a question.
it was
of
always
if
a
he's
question,
Good enough.
am I good enough, or can you do this, or look at me crazy, or like, you so young, you shouldn't be doing this, it should be blah blah blah.
Right.
And it's sad that I just feel as though in any profession, just from my years of being on this earth, Black people are always the first one to hate.
You know what's funny, and this is kind of, I guess, like
A flip flop.
no, it's kind of like gearing towards like a whole nother subject.
Yeah.
But it's kind of how it's kind of how we talk about Black police officers.
Oh yeah. Oh my God.
It's kind of like, we get our white police officers who, some of them, yes, they have a racist background.
Mm-hmm.
No denying that.
Yes.
Period. But then you get your Black cop, and I'm not saying every Black cop, I'm not saying every white cop or in between cop.
Mm-hmm.
But what I am saying is, you get that Black cop who, once they get this much power, they want this much power.
They want
Or they've taken
they want this.
It's not seen as, you only get this much, bro.
Yeah.
It's now they see it like this. So instead of it being, and I'm not saying, oh, because we're Black, the interaction between a cop and civilian needs to be any different than it would with a white man or Asian man and a Black person. I'm saying that with a lot of Black police officers,
Yes.
their power hunger,
Preach.
their power hunger, that shit goes from here to here. And it's like, bitch, you just graduated from the academy, number one. Number two, that badge don't do shit for you if you don't have it on. And number three, you need to just calm your ass down. Because if it was, my thing is this, and I feel like this about all cops. You guys are trained to be scared. You guys are trained to be scared. So that power force that you feel don't mean shit to somebody who's not scared to go to prison.
Yeah, that's true.
So it's like, why not bring it down here?
Mm-hmm.
Act like you got some sense. Stop acting like, oh, I got a badge that makes me better than where I come from. Or because I feel like that's what a lot of it is. Like, oh, I made it.
I'm above the law.
I'm above the law.
Yeah.
And then when even to my own people, I look at y'all like this. And it's like,
What's funny is the situation we had when we came back from California. If it would have been another race that pulled us over, I would have gotten a ticket.
I don't think so.
You don't think so?
I don't think so, only because he's seen us get onto the freeway.
Really?
And then when he asked us where we was coming from, and, we told him or whatever, and then he was like, yeah, I saw you guys hop. Because he's like, I saw you guys hop on the freeway, and I kind of wondered, like, I don't think he knows his lights are on. And that's why I don't think it would have been any, I would hope that it would have been any.
I honestly think it would have been a problem if it was the other race.
I don't. Damn, that game is loud. I don't think so.
Yeah, because the reason I say is because it wouldn't have been a joking matter. It would have been like a license registration. That would have been like whatever, and he would have came back and ran my license and all that stuff and been like, I'm going to give you a ticket because you didn't have your lights on and it's dangerous. And it's like, okay.
Yeah, I mean,
It's
could have
like,
been, but
really? I've gotten listen. I was driving home from work when I used to work at the Philadelphia Zoo. Shout out to the Philadelphia Zoo. like
wow.
20 years ago. And I was driving across the Ben Franklin, and the Ben Franklin has like different lanes that you can drive in. Like there's
Well,
like
don't most streets.
no. Like shut up. Like I didn't know that if it had like a certain color over the lane, you couldn't drive in that lane. So the whole way I was driving over to Benjamin Franklin, cars was flying past me and everything. And the lane that I was driving in had an X in it, and you can't see it unless you get to the end of the bridge. So when I got to the end of the bridge, I was like, oh shoot, I'm in the wrong lane. So I went over, I got into the right lane, I paid my toll, and as soon as I got through the toll, cops pulled me over, and they was like guns drawn, like, yo, you know you was driving in you do know you was driving in the wrong lane. And I'm like, no, like I just moved over here in Jersey. Like I'm from Philly. We don't drive across this bridge unless we going to Cherry Hill. And they was like, get out the car. And they had me get on the car.
He never told me this. See, 10 years and still learning shit about this dude.
Here we go.
I'm just saying, you never told me this.
Oh, yeah. So what happened was we had a party at the zoo, and I left my my wallet and everything and my work clothes, and that was in my trunk. So when I asked them, they was like, "Hey, can I get your license registration?" I was like, shoot, it's in my work clothes in the back. Can I get it? And they was like, "Put your hands up, put your hands up." So they put my hands on it, and they had me pop the trunk. And they went in there and saw my license and stuff, and they saw all my, my stuff, and they was like, "Where'd you get all this money from?" And I'm like, "What are you talking about? Like, we get tips, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Because whatever." And they had me on the front of the car for like 35 minutes, and then they came back with this fat ticket. It was like, you shouldn't have been driving in the wrong lane, and I was like,
okay, but y'all drive y'all guns for? Y'all was scared because I was in the wrong lane.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
I wasn't running.
But
from
guess
y'all.
what? What race was the cop?
He was black.
He was black.
And you were legitimate.
And what's crazy is I had a a safari shirt on that looked like I was at a birthday party. My name tag was on, and I had shorts on because I threw my pants in the trunk. If the other cop wasn't black also, man, it would have been.
So you think if it wasn't black guys, they would have sent you on your way?
Hands down, yes. Because it's like I already told you, hey, my mom just moved over here, so we just moved over here. I don't know about the not driving in certain lanes.
It's crazy that they stereotyped you in that manner.
Oh man, but you got to think. I had an Impala.
Well, you did have an Impala. That's every drug dealer's first car.
I had the drug dealer's
You had
car.
the drug dealer car. Right?
I had the flip out TV, the loudspeakers,
right.
You know what I mean. I wasn't blasting
so
anything.
With that being said, it's understandable.
No, it's not.
It's understandable in a sense because they're trained. All police officers are trained to see one thing:
the car, the Impala.
I mean, you think about it. If I walk down the street and I'm covered in tattoos head to toe, 9 times out of 10 I'm gonna get stopped, especially more than once.
Why can't you just be a tattoo artist?
But this is my thing: tattoos, hoods on the head at night, sagging your pants. There's certain things that they are trained to look at. So that's why I said it's understandable in that sense. Do I agree with that whole method of okay, well, if he drives this and he's this race, then he's this type of person? Absolutely not. I don't think that's fair. But I mean, it was what it was. But we need to get back on.
I never told you that story.
No, you never told me that, honey. Never.
Oh, let me tell you how. Listen. This is how I know I told you a story, because
you never told me.
Listen. Because when the cops came to my grandma's house, my uncle called me. Was like, "Yo, your grandma snitched on you."
You only told me that part. You didn't tell me why.
Oh yeah, because I didn't go to court and pay that ticket.
But you didn't get the ticket till late, right? Because they sent it to State College, didn't they?
Yeah, they sent it to State College, and then they knocked on the door. her. She called. She was like, he ain't here. He in Vegas. Like,
so crazy.
Yo, my grandma snitched me out. She wanted me to go to jail.
So anyway,
go ahead.
Back to
the hating
aspect, because that's why I said I knew it was gonna kind of like
okay
somewhere
so
else.
let me ask you a question. Do you think there's more side hating in women or men?
Men are bitches. I'm just keeping it real.
Wow.
Women can get catty, right? Women can definitely
battle of the sexes.
Like the claws can definitely come out when it comes to women, but men, you guys are haters in all aspect of life. All.
Why do you think that?
No, it's not a think. I know that.
Wow,
now
you so
I'm
sure.
talking guaranteed.
Yeah, you talking guaranteed. Why?
Because it's true.
You think men hate on other men than women hate on other women?
Yeah. There's a lot of men that hate on women though too. You not finding no woman that's hating on no dude. It's not gonna happen. But there are men that like full blown hate on women.
You know what? You're right, because you see it all in the comments on Instagram, Facebook. You see
like there's so like the beauty influencers on like YouTube and stuff, right? Mm-hmm. So like they post their videos and whatnot, and you know you got all the girls commenting, and those aren't all positive, but duh.
Men.
But then there's men that comment, "Why you wearing so much makeup? You don't need to be wearing it." Well, bitch, you're not my man. Number one. And if you're not even into makeup, why the fuck are you watching? Question.
Something's broke. Something's broke.
Let me know what's up, because I'm trying to figure out what the hate is for. Like, why you so mad about me wearing makeup? Like, it don't affect you.
So you think more? I might have to agree with that, because there's a lot. There's people that hate on other men and they don't even know who they are or what they do. Mm-hmm. Like, you buy a new car. I don't know why he got that big ass car. He ain't doing shit. And it's like,
yeah,
he wanted a new car. Why you get that big truck?
So like materialistically, men for sure. Hating on the opposite sex, men for sure.
Yeah, I get that.
Now when it comes to like relationships, I think that's like a 50-50 thing. There's men that hate when...
You said 50-50?
Yeah. There's men that hate when their ex gets with another dude, and they gonna sit up and talk about that dude. And then there's women that hate when the ex-man gets with another female. Yeah. And they sit up and they talk about that female. And it's like, but bitch, we're exes. Like, why are you talking about my current situation and you're my past situation?
Is it... Okay, so is it hating, or is it that they don't want them to be successful?
That's hate. How could you not want somebody to be successful? Why would somebody, this kind of brings us back to our last conversation.
Podcast, yeah.
Why would you not want somebody that you claim to have once cared about be successful? Because that's called hate.
It's a lot of people that's
called hate. Because y'all not together no more. So if they become successful, now you done got left in the dust.
No, I get that. I don't hate. I don't try to be like, I wish them not the best. I wish everybody the best. But it's the fact that, to me, it just seems like a lot of people don't want everybody to have the bag.
No, because they don't believe that there's enough money, but there's plenty of money for everybody.
And what's crazy is the person that hates on you the most is the person that you'll always be like, yo, from day one, I told you I was going to have your back.
The person that hate on you the most is the person that be sitting right next to you. I'm just playing.
Get cracked in your neck.
Psych.
Yeah,
but it do be the people closest to you that hate on you the hardest. Well, mostly your family.
Well, you know.
I'm just keeping it real.
You think family? Okay.
Family is everybody's first and number one.
Stage 2. You think family hates more than friends?
Family hates harder than friends.
Harder? Why harder?
Because you guys are... Okay.
No.
Let me break it down for you. Okay?
Break it down. You could break it down because
Let me break it down.
Go ahead. Break it down.
So, So you got your family and you got your friends, right?
Mm-hmm. What about where's the friend's family?
That's who we talking about. Because I'm not sharing no information with somebody I just consider an associate. You're either my friend, which my friend is my family. You get what I'm saying?
I have a problem.
Okay.
I have a problem with that.
Hold on.
Go
So
ahead.
let me break it down real quick.
Break it down.
Okay, so I have my family.
Yep.
My mom, dad, 5 sisters.
6 sisters.
5 sisters and a brother.
6 sisters.
Shut up. 5 sisters and a brother. And then I have my now 2 best friends. I had a 3rd best friend. Okay.
I don't know why that was so funny, but go ahead.
I had a 3rd best friend.
Yes.
I have been best friends with these girls for almost 20 years now.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And my family's been my family. I'm 20. I'll be 29 next 2 weeks from now.
2 weeks
so
from now.
For the last 29 years.
Oh,
they've
thanks
been
for
my
telling
family.
the date. Now we gotta put the podcast out this week. Go ahead.
So they've been my family my whole life, clearly. And there are things, I tried to explain this to my dad. If I'm doing something, or if I'm living a certain way, why does anybody have anything to say if it does not affect their lives?
Because, you want me to answer that, or
yes.
you want?
What do you think that is?
Why does it?
It's between jealousy and hate.
No, jealousy, hate, and that you're not doing it like them.
No, jealousy and hate. That's it. Those are the only 2 things that it can be.
Go ahead.
So
jealousy and hate is the only 2 things it could be.
those are the only 2 things that it could be.
Okay, I'm gonna look this way.
So my thing is this: if we're family, and I say to you guys, my thing is always, if I got it, y'all got it. Up until the point where I've become so annoyed with the behavior of, I don't like the way she, or that's not how or that's not how she should be doing it, or I don't care, that's childish. And I say some shit like, okay, cool. So I'm going to be ducked off over here. And now when y'all need shit, don't ask me for shit. Now I'm wrong. But you've been hating on me my whole life for shit that has nothing to do with you.
Yeah.
Why you couldn't just say, oh, I'm so happy that
Because that's fake.
they're doing this, or, oh, I'm so happy that.
Because it's fake.
Because they're hating.
Because they're not doing that.
Because they're not doing it. They don't have it. They wish they had it.
But that's why I
They
ask,
want it.
if they're doing. That's why I say, if they're doing it the same way, if they're doing it and they're getting the bag and they getting money and taking trips and stuff, are they gonna still?
Yes.
Are they gonna still hate?
Yeah,
on
because everything
somebody
you
else?
do isn't gonna be the same. They may still be able to take the same trips that you take, but I may be able to stay at a better hotel.
And you think people hate on that
Yes.
stuff like that? Wow,
It's little shit like, if I go buy my kids 3 new pairs of shoes,
yeah.
why am I getting a comment like, well, you could have bought your niece some shoes? She got a mama and a daddy. The fuck do I need to do that for? If I want to do that, then okay.
Then you'll do it.
But why is anybody bringing that to me?
That's a good one.
Right? So your
this
family
is such a black hole of a
But your family is definitely gonna be the people that hurt you more. When it comes to shit like that, like them hating or questioning why you're doing this, that, and the other, or talking about you because you're doing something. Your family's always gonna be the ones that hurt you more. That's why I said it's harder hate when it comes from your family, because it's like, fuck, I thought we were supposed to cheer each other on and support each other, and if I got it, you got it, and vice versa, and when I make it, you're making it as well.
But is it a harder hate, or is it a different type of
It's a
hate?
harder hate in the sense that it hurts more.
Oh, because to your own
Right.
personal. Okay,
Right,
cool.
right. Then you have your friends that are family,
Mm-hmm.
right? My girlfriends that I've been friends with for almost 20 years were in my wedding, all 3 of them,
Mm-hmm.
right? I call these girls my sisters. It wasn't, a day, a second, a moment. We had classes. Like, we were always together.
Mm-hmm.
So it was like, for me, you know, we graduate and, you know, I'm doing this, they doing this, they doing this. But then one particular friend, and I want to say the last, maybe it was like 3 years prior to now,
Mm-hmm.
all of a sudden it's like I only hit her up when I see her doing something. Or if I invite her somewhere, she can't come, but she going to hang out with the other girl, one of the other girls from our group. And so it was like, well, what the fuck is that about?
That's bullshit.
So then Uncle Kenny, we down in North Carolina, right?
Oh,
when
yeah,
we went
yeah,
down
yeah.
for the Panthers and Eagles game.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And she hits me, and he's like, I said, it's crazy because I haven't heard from her. And the only time I ever do hear from her is if we doing something with the kids and we post it on social media, or if we're out doing something. It's like, oh, what y'all doing? Oh, hey, where y'all at? And so he was like, well, who is that? Uncle Kenny says this. I said, well, he says, well, who is that? And I said, my so-called best friend. And he was like, oh, yeah, she a hater.
Uncle Boycott. Boycott.
Yeah, he was like, oh, she a hater. And it's like, damn, I would have never thought you would be that person, because we've been like this. Like, we were the first pair.
Yeah.
Me and her. And then it was the other one, and then the other one, all the same. So then it became 4 of us. And so there was like, well, damn, is it really hating? And then come to find out, it's hating after I find out that she's been talking to my ex-boyfriend about my current now relationship, marriage. So what was the what were you trying to accomplish by doing all of that? That one, it hurts, but it don't hurt as much as your family.
No, I definitely.
You get what I'm. That's why I said there's definitely a difference in those two categories of people. Yeah,
Man,
we're friends.
You know what the crazy thing about it is? I haven't felt like I don't have any immediate brothers and immediate sisters. I have, like, you know, half brother, half sisters. Mm-hmm. But I have yet to feel hate from any of them. It's always been
from your family, meaning
from my
your
family,
immediate family.
Yes, like my little cousin Deshaun. Anything that we do or anything that he does is always a congratulations.
Yeah,
it's
always love. It's always love.
And even my family, like, you know, like the second and third cousins, there's always been like that's what's up, that's dope, I'm gonna support you. But it's never been like me finding out like, yo, they was hating on you, or they was talking about.
Hold on, before you finish what you were just saying, I need to put this out there because I don't want people thinking like, oh, she out here dogging her family. First of all, like I said, I have 5 sisters and a brother. I'm not talking about my brother. And when I refer to my sisters, I'm only talking about a select few. Not all of them, because I have support from a few of them, but there are a select that
I like that you touch me. Go ahead.
that definitely fit into what I was just talking about.
No, I feel it. I definitely feel it. But yeah, I haven't. It's.
Thank you, son.
It's definitely you know, it's definitely a crazy situation, because it's certain people you would never think that would hate or even think about hating or even do that. And then when you find out who actually does decide hating, shit hurt your heart. It makes you feel some type of way, because you like, damn.
Yeah,
homie,
it hurts you until you become numb to it.
No, you turn your humanity off. Click.
Yeah, you become numb to it. You become numb to the fact that there's even ever a conversation about you. You become numb to the fact that, oh, I wasn't saying it like that. Well, bitch, why you didn't make that clear when you were saying it?
Yes, I mean, nobody wants to be the bad guy until they're the bad guy.
Nobody wants to be the bad guy. Period.
No.
But they are the bad guy.
Listen, what I'm saying is nobody wants to be the bad guy until they label the bad guy. Because you can be thinking you doing everything right and everything that's going to contribute to a lot of stuff, but you're actually the bad guy.
I don't know what that means. I'm still confused behind your comment right
now. America, don't take this the wrong way.
America.
I'm just saying, whoever's listening to the podcast, you can be
people of the world.
You can be you can be the biggest local drug dealer in the world, right? Mm-hmm. But hey now. But you can be paying for stuff in the community, giving out turkeys.
Giving out turkeys. Right. So I get what you're saying.
You doing this, but guess what? You are responsible for the crack epidemic in your own neighborhood that's causing people to die and families to be broken apart. So you think that you're not the bad guy because you're like, hey, I'm giving 100,000 here, 50,000 there. Everybody's getting
but at the same time that you're helping us, you're hurting us.
You're destroying the young community as a whole because moms and dads are smoking TV pipes. You know what I mean? Or, no teeth.
So nobody, you said nobody wants to be the bad guy until they're the bad guy.
Nobody thinks they're the bad guy.
Nobody thinks. You said once. That's why I was like, I don't get what you're saying.
Nobody thinks they're the bad guy until they're labeled the bad guy.
Right, until that shit is brought out to light. Like, this is what you're doing.
Yeah, so I mean, a few things happen in our conversation, in our life of how we see hating or how we see side hating or we even see like hating in front of us, but then people want to smile on our face and people want to congratulate us, and then it's like, you congratulating us
and ask for money, but then behind my back you got a whole lot of shit. You got a lot to say about my relationship, how I raise my kids, and bitch, you're mad about what I'm doing for what? It has nothing to do with you. True. So to me, that comes off like, damn, I wish I had what they got. Damn, I wish my relationship was as good as theirs. Damn, I wish my kids could be fly. Damn, I wish my kids was happy all the time. That's what that comes off to me as. Yeah. And it's like, it's just sad because what is like you hating, whether it's family or friend, you hating on somebody. It don't get you nowhere.
I look at it as like this. Hating is a sport. You get it?
No.
Hating is a sport because you got to keep that shit up. You got to keep the conditioning up because you got to hate all the time. You got to run laps, so that means you got to talk about them.
It's just
you
like,
gotta, you got to do push-ups because guess what? You got to come up with a reason why you hating on them.
But it's like, why?
It's in the blood.
Why? You think it's like a born thing? Like I'm born. Like
no. I actually think it's a trait that's taught to you because.
Or do you think it's in the human DNA?
No, I don't think it's in the human DNA anyway because it's like racism. Racism is not. You're not born with racism.
Right. It's learned behavior.
It's learned behavior. It's what you see. Oh, my dad don't like this type of person or this. You know what I mean?
So you think people learn to hate because they see
it. They always see. They see whoever they look up to. Always put the blame on somebody or the reason on why this, which is why they, hate.
That's sad because if you look up to somebody that's constantly hating on somebody, bro, your life is fucked.
You're a full blown hater, and you don't know that you're a hater until somebody be like, "Yo, motherfucker, you a hater."
Like, right.
So.
Or you do know that you're a hater and you just okay with that shit.
That's true. But
because everybody grows up.
Yeah. That's true.
Everybody grows up. And if you choose not to mature because at some point in your life, somebody's going to say to you, you need to grow the fuck up. Stop acting like a fucking kid. Stand on your own 2 feet. Why the fuck are you mad because they're doing this, that, and the other when you can be doing the same exact shit?
I remember the key thing. I'm going to be honest with you. The craziest thing my dad said to me, and it wasn't even the craziest thing. It just was something that hit home so hard. He was like, who are you trying to impress?
Bro, I used to say that shit to you all the time.
Who are you trying to impress? When all that matters is what's in those 4 walls. Mm-hmm. Not me, not your mom, not nobody else's mom, not nobody else's grandparents, not nobody else. You have to look yourself in the mirror and ask yourself, who are you trying to impress?
Right.
And with that, take it away.
And with that, what?
Take it away. You supposed to be like, yo.
Okay, first of all, I didn't even know you were ending it.
That was
because I thought you was about to say some more.
No, that was my Jerry Springer final thought. If you didn't, you know how it gets like quiet and he's like talking.
It got real like
it's sentimental. Right. But yo, we definitely need more topics to talk about.
We don't actually need more topics.
We
but
would
it's
like
nice if people would.
We love the interaction.
Yes. So we are currently we are on YouTube.
Yes.
Talk that shit with the Melvins. I'm gonna make a page.
Yes, please. I was gonna tell you to do that because
talk that shit with the Melvins. We are on IG.
Yep.
Talk_that_shit with the Melvins.
What? I like that one. I like that one.
And we're on Apple Podcasts and Spotify.
And we almost on that iHeart Music.
Almost. We almost there.
And Facebook group. Talk That Shit with the Melvins.
Right, Facebook group, Talk That Shit with the Melvins.
Send those questions.
DMs,
it don't even have to be about
comments.
relationship stuff. It can be about anything that you want us to talk about.
We can fucking talk about dogs. Cats.
That was my Jenny.
Homelessness.
Yeah, but I love the interaction with people because it's so fun.
Yes,
you know what I mean?
I mean, if you're gonna be a person of interaction, then I need you to be like there. You know what I mean?
True. That's true.
Don't just be, oh yeah, I don't know.
And send, like, if y'all want to send some damn voice memos or even some videos and stuff, we gonna get you on there.
Right.
You know, we got the sound pads. We could throw up there if you want to hear it. If we're not saying it the way you want it to be said, send us a voice memo. Send us something. Send us something.
IG stories.
Yes.
You could even send them to us directly. So instead of the Talk That Shit IG page, you could send it to @Lala LALA period Melvin MELVIN. You could send them directly to me, IG story or a straight DM or whatever the case may be, or even on Facebook @Lala Melvin on there too. Yeah, comment down below what y'all think about this topic, how y'all feel about hating ass people, fake happy people. I mean, and some topics maybe, or some questions or some stories. You know, let us know what goes on outside of our life.
And you can, you know what? We should start a segment called Tips from Lala. Tips from Lala.
Okay, first, tip number 1. Stop being lame. We out this thing, y'all. Y'all just listen to
Talk That Shit
with the Melvins.
We out here. Peace out.